All right, boys. I'm gonna mute the mic real quick to get everybody tagged. I was gonna say, was literally just testing everything to make sure that it was actually working because, like I said, we're having some difficulties technically. So definitely got everything working. Should be good to go the rest of the night. Sorry for the late start. Got link to YouTube. And then this is the YouTube link, so it has it. Let me get everybody tagged though, and then like I said, I'll mute the mic for a second, so while I'm tagging people, you're not like, oh my god, this click clack, it's killing me. Sorry, it's let's say Thursdays are a little rough anyway because I have PT until like 8:30, so creates already us starting a little bit later than normal. I'm gonna try to get the group to start running breaks because we can fill stuff early like this, like how this was filled earlier today. I'm gonna try to start running stuff at like 8:30 every night. All right, I should have everybody tagged now. Like I said, I apologize for everything being so late. Got that. Side. Hopefully the sound and everything's good as well. Bring this case up. Open this up. 6 boxes. We'll run the triple case after this. Tomorrow we're gonna post a 5 case. Pick your team. We do have a pick your team up. Formula One is in as well. I don't know if anyone's looking for Formula One or not. Normally the Chrome singles sell like crazy, so if anybody wants any personals, let me know. I'll see what I can do to that. What else is Formula One's tomorrow? Can try to run a break for it. I don't know if people have interest in it, like maybe a 3-boxer or something. Maybe do a driver break. Gotta actually go and research. I know there's a couple good rookie drivers this year, so you can do it that. I know there's one guy, pick your, what I guess you could call pick your player, but it's really pick your driver. He's selling like bonkers. I think he's like $900 every time on eBay in cases. Plus, I mean, Lewis Hamilton stuff still sells for stopping. If you're not in the Formula One scene, you're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Just think about soccer, but with cars, and that's like how big the world fan base is for Formula One. It's kind of crazy. over in Europe and Asia, like how big Formula One is. Lots of money in Formula One. Remember, it costs like at least minimum $500 million to run a team, which is a lot of money in the sport. All right, we have the 6 boxes there, all jumbos. Let me see what we can do here. The 5-caser for the pick your team will be 2 hobby cases and 3 jumbo cases. I already have it priced out. I was looking for Cal. Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. I'm going to start on the boxes for good luck. We'll get rolling here. Let me know if you want your veteran base. Remember, the veteran base is randomized. I know some guys ask me if they could pull certain guys or this or that. Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to happen. It is, yeah. Like, for instance, break 1 and 2 is already sorted. You should have 3 and hopefully 4 to you whenever I do shipping Sunday. So, I mean, you could, if you really wanted it completely sorted, you're talking about you're not going to get your stuff till the middle of next week just based off of the amount of time it takes to sort. Dylan's only one guy. I mean, if you guys hate Dylan that much, you guys don't really know him. I mean, I can make him sort everything. He'll do it. He might not. After Series 1, he might quit. And then we're really screwed because I won't have anybody to help sort stuff. But, see, like I said, I think for the set builders, it works better the way that I do it. There's other people that started to copy the way I do it, so I think I got something right going on. I did see a creative new way to kind of break. I wonder if there's a way I can functionally steal that idea, because the idea itself is pretty good. It's kind of like a random draft pick where it's random. You pay X amount for a spot, and then you randomly get in a draft order. You kind of pick what team you want based off your draft order. I mean, Real Breaks was doing it. I've seen it before. I just, logistically, I couldn't imagine how to do it without having, like, they have their own app, so I'm nowhere near the size they are to develop my own app as a company, but it's something I thought about doing before. I've talked to actually about it with Mike McGarity, and we couldn't figure out a logistical way to do it without it just being a shit show, but maybe I'll try to do it one time, and we'll see if people like that better for randoms. Not the randoms for this filled pretty well though, but like I would assume whoever had first pick would always want the Reds, but you know, the second pick you could go with like the Angels or the Yankees, or I don't know. You get in the middle tiers where it's a little goofy, like the Pirates are kind of the same value that the Mariners are and whatever else. But anyway. Good luck to everybody in the first box. We have Alex Kirilloff. That's going to be a 417 out of 2024 for the first hit of the break. Man, I got so many Kirilloff cards. I thought he was going to be nasty and then just could never stay healthy. Going to Philip Lemons. We're going to have Regnafo. Royce Lewis, another guy that can't stay healthy. We have Jose Ramirez, Nestor Cortez on the gold border. J-Rod, Miguel Cabrera, Isaiah Campbell on the silver. George Brett, Bryce Harper. We have Owen White on the autograph of the 1989. Go to the Rangers and Devin. Hit a bunch with the Pirates in break number 2, and now it looks like he's going to get maybe hot with the Rangers here. We have Dansby Swanson on the gold border, Frank Thomas, Ripken, home run, Buxton card. National League leaders on the gold. That's going to go to the Braves and Strider. Garrett Cole, Buxton. We're going to have Ken Griffey Jr. Jose Barrios on the silver. We have Mookie Betts, Will Clark. We have Zach Wheeler going to the Phillies on the postseason, and that's going to be a 3 out of 25 for the Phillies and Josh Webb on the postseason material. Nick Robertson on the gold border. Joey Votto, Greg Maddux. Christian Yelich on the silver. Bobby Witt Jr., Bichette. Brendan Donovan. Willie Mays. Brian Wu. We have Miguel Cabrera on the bat memorabilia. For the Tigers. On the base, 1989 insert. We got Ken Griffey Jr., Mookie Betts, Ohtani, and Yordan Alvarez. Let's get into the silver pack. You have Garrett Cole, Bryce Harper, Will Clark, and we're going to get some color on the blue Joey Votto for the Reds. 40 out of 150 going to Patrick Seidel. Arenado, Josh Jung, Snyder, and Zach Geloff. That's going to be first jumbo. Let's get into the second one. Still think this has like by far the deepest rookie class. I can't wait till the guys like Junior Caminero and others get into the full checklist here. Obviously, they're going to be Series 2 guys, but I think it's going to be pretty sick when they get in the full checklist. We will run the triple case after this break. Seems like a couple guys want it to run. I guess we will run it. Hopefully, break's a little bit more talkative than this one is. Hopefully, John Parrish found the break. Okay, he found it. Let's say good. I'm just making sure. Commented on YouTube, so actually let me get that off because I still have the thing. Word. I made sure I put it underneath this comment. I think he might have direct messaged me asking about what the link is. Sorry for the late run, John. Normally it's done earlier. It's been them putting out a release on Valentine's Day. I said something about it yesterday. Is just I don't know. I don't know what their thought process was to push out on Valentine's Day. I guess they already had the schedule for Formula One coming out the 17th and didn't want to interrupt it. I'm not sure. We have Ken Griffey Jr. October Specialist. That's for the Phillies right there. Greg Maddux, Goldschmidt. Have the Gold Border, Mitch Keller, Corbin Carroll, Mays, JT Realmuto, Arrays, Harris. We have Jose Tena for the Guardians. Was a guy his first in Bowman 2021. Was a pretty high international signing whenever he signed. We'll see what he ends up doing. There's never been a lot of... He hasn't been consistent enough to be a guy that you're like, oh, this guy's going to be a stud. Going to Brian Ward and the guards. We have Matt McLean on the Gold Border, Nolan Ryan, and Luis Matos. We have Ellie De La Cruz on the Home Run Challenge card. Hunter Brown on the Gold. Adley Rutschman, Carlos Correa. We have the Atlanta Braves on the team card. That's going to be a 223 out of 2024. The Atlanta Braves. We have Oscar Colas, Ken Griffey Jr., Guerrero. We have Bryce Elder for the Braves. On the team border card, and that's going to go to Greg Adams. We have Wilson Contreras on the memorabilia, Major League material. Curtis Mead on the Gold Border, Bryce Harper on the blueprint, Justin Verlander, Ken Griffey Jr. We have Johnny DeLuca, Garrett Cole, Frank Thomas, Bo Naylor on the Future Stars green foil. 297 out of 299. Got Ryan Presley on the Gold border. We have Morel Brett. As in George Brett, we have a 102 out of 199 red foil. Going to Mackenzie Gore and the Nationals. Go to Phillip Lemons. Got Xander Bogaerts on the City Connect material. The Padres. We can go to Sean Ross. We have Will Brennan, Bobby Witt Jr., and Tyler Soderstrom. We have Luis Matos, Paul Goldschmidt, Garcia, and Buxton. The second silver pack. We have Luis Arraez, Miguel Cabrera, Rafaela, and another Joey Votto on the green this time. 21 out of 99. This one's a little bit off center, but nonetheless, another Votto here. And that's going to be the second jumbo. Third one. There is still a single case pick your team. I think it has about 10 teams left. push to get that filled tomorrow. With the pick your player. Might do another random as well, since the randoms seem to be filling up pretty quick, and you guys seem to have enjoyed them. Good luck in the third jumbo here. We have Brendan Rodgers for the Rockies. It's going to be a 257 out of 2024. I have the Alex Bregman on the silver foil. Julio Rodriguez, Jackie Robinson. Going to have Luis Matos on the gold. Trout, Chanel, Rutschman, Ken Griffey Jr., Quinn Priester on the silver foil board. We're going to have Jeter, Yount. We're going to have Nick Gonzalez. Again, 19 out of 50 on the bronzy. Going to the Pirates and Patrick Scott. Finally get a hit for Patrick. I was going to say, there's been a few breaks other than wrestling. He hasn't hit shit. Let's see. So luckily he gets on the board here. I always feel so bad for him too. He jumping in a lot of randoms and wasn't really in anything. Rowdy Tellez, Clemente, Altuve. We're gonna have Robert, Andy Ibanez, Ronald Acuna Jr. We have Judge, Taylor Rogers on the silver, Mathewson, Posey. We have Xander Bogaerts going to Sean, and this is going to be the Major League material. We saw the City Connect memorabilia a little bit earlier for him. This time he gets the Major League material. Looks like a piece of Bogart's bat or somebody's bat. We got Tyreek Skubal on the gold, Judge, Trey Turner, Logan Allen on the silver, Freeman, Eddie Rodriguez. We have a Rays on the blue border. It's going to the Marlins. To get elites of the game, Otani, have Ozzie Smith, Riley Green on the material for the Tigers. That's going to go to Devin. Have Paul Goldschmidt, Alonso, and Jose Canseco. Mike Schmidt, Marco Luciano, Rosarena, and Don Mattingly. I have Christian Yelich, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Yordan Alvarez, and Luis Robert. That's going to be the third box. Box number 4. Hopefully everybody's having a good night. Say tomorrow's Friday. I'm sure some people are excited about that. Luck to everyone. We're going to have Yanner Diaz on the cup card. Cam Rizzo. We have Brian Wu on the gold Ichiro Arrays. Tyler Wells on the 349 out of 2024. Might need him to step up this year with Kyle Bradish having the UCL injury. Probably won't pitch this year, to be honest. We have Ken Griffey Jr. I always forget he played for the White Sox for like one season. We have Soto, Trout, Ichiro. Another Brian Wu on the baseball stars, just the base. Go to the Mariners. And Kyle Hines in his first break. Welcome to the group, Kyle. I appreciate you hopping in a break. We have Camilo Diaz on the gold Judge Machado. Juan Soto, Miguel Cabrera on the gold foil, Snell. Masataka Yoshida. Jose Rodriguez, Guerrero Jr., and Sal Frelick. We're going to have Shane McClanahan for the Rays on the Major League material. Nice. Going to Brian Eckstein. Hopefully McClanahan can stay healthy. We have Wesneski, Otani, Arozarena, Corey Seager, Ripken Jr., Mattingly, Luis Robert, 144 out of 299 on the black border. Have the gold border Padres, Garcia, Rafaela. Cal Ripken Jr. on the memorabilia to the Orioles. Go to John Roman. Wilson Contreras on the silver foil, McCormick and Matt Olson. Into the silver foils here, or the silver packs, I mean not the silver foils. We have Kjerstad, Acuna, Bobby Witt Jr., and Francisco Lindor. I have Lawrence Butler, Tony Gwynn, Kyle Harrison, and Mason Wynn. A pretty good pack. 3 out of 4 cards are rookies. I think Kyle Harrison and Mason Wynn are, well, Mason Wynn's a little underrated so far. Just because of, he's not in the main 333 checklist. He's only like inserts. He's only in inserts and autographs in this one. So. And obviously the silver packs. We got Griffey, Danny Jansen, Ramirez, Bo Jackson, Chris Bryant, Brady Singer on the gold foil, Johnny Bench, Yuri Perez, future star, 175 out of 2024. Joe Ryan on the silver, Bob Feller, Chipper Jones, Kessinger. Going to the Astros and Josh Webb, 1989 autograph. Nice to see Josh back in breaks here. Glad to know you're alive. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ohtani, Kowser. We're going to have the home run challenge card, Freddie Freeman, Tyler Glasnow, Marcus Semien. Speaking of Bradish, obviously has a UCL injury. For anybody that doesn't know, we have Ellie De La Cruz on the blueprint and CES. We're going to get Jose Altuve. We got Home Sweet Home on the 131 out of 299. Going to the the Astros and Josh. You want to top load this Ellie to start. I think I've seen some of these sell for like 25 bucks online. It's kind of crazy. I have Joe Jaquez and Miggy Cabrera, Scherzer, Griffey, Coco Montez on the silver. We have Carl Yastrzemski, McCutcheon, Oscar Colas on the green foil. It's going to be 132 out of 499. Going to the White Sox. Luis Castillo on the gold, Altuve, Jung, Soto. We have Jonathan India for the Reds. On the Major League material, I have the Dodgers on the silver and Gunnar Henderson on the greatest hits. The silver pack here. Julio Rodriguez, Evan Carter, AJ Smith-Sauber, and for the Orioles we got Jordan Westburg. We have 57 out of 199. Going to John Roman. And the O's. Nice hit there. We have Rafael Devers, Noelvi Marte, Betts, and Aaron Judge. Into the last box. You talking about in the break, or are you talking about with the technical difficulties with Streamlabs? Oh, he's just talking about like what's going on with life. Well, Josh, you would know if you didn't disappear on me every couple months, bud. No, I'm joking. I honestly like the idea of Fields coming to Pittsburgh if they only have to give up a second rounder. If they have to give up more than a second rounder, I don't think it's worth it. But I actually think. If it's a second and a fifth, I would do that too. I think he's I think he's better than Kenny Pickett. I think he fits perfectly in Arthur Smith's offense. But in my personal opinion, but I would much rather them just sign Russell Wilson, and try to draft like a JJ McCarthy, and then have McCarthy, Russell Wilson, and Kenny Pickett go into camp in a completely open competition. But Because the only thing is if you trade for Fields and you give up a second and a fifth, Fields is your guy. You don't have a choice. Kenny's on the bench. I think Kenny Pickett's trash in my personal. I mean, we've had this discussion before. I didn't like when they drafted him. Like, also, I would support him and, like, be like, yeah, he has a chance to be good, but I never thought he was going to be a great NFL quarterback. I just thought with our defense that he could win games, which he does win games. Well, Russell Wilson's free. I was going to say, if you sign Russell Wilson, you get him at the veteran minimum because the Broncos have to pay his salary. We have Luis Campusano. We have De La Cruz, Freddie Freeman, James Talion, Sandberg, Gray, Kyle Freeman, Ty Cobb, Devers. We have Luis Matos on the baseball stars. It's going to be a 33 out of 50 for the Giants going to Brian Ward. That's why I like the Russell Wilson. Is because you're paying veteran minimum for a guy that is a Super Bowl winner, Pro Bowler. Even if he's not great anymore, you can still let him compete. We have Ohapi, Soto, Andrew Abbott, Olsen, Shea Langeliers, Cordy Seager, McGuire, Griffey, and then we have Colton Cowser on the silver. But if you go trade for Fields, you're saying Fields is your guy and Kenny's not. So Goldschmidt, Luis Robert, Geraldo Perdomo on the 47 out of 99 postseason material. That's the only thing about trading for Fields is there's no going back to Kenny if you trade for Fields unless Fields gets hurt. We have Suarez, Ellie De La Cruz, Acuna. We're going to have Bassett, Eflin, and Cole. This one will go to Bassett. We have 595 out of 2024. And the Jays going to David Jerome. We have Joe Musgrove, Ozzie Smith, Betts. We're going to have the black border, Matt Olson, 14 out of 73. That's just my personal opinion about the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh. We have Benintendi. We have Noelvi Marte, Votto, Seth Lugo, 908 out of 2024. For the Padres and Sean Ross. We have Major League material on the Christian Yelich. We have Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Chanel, Acuna Jr., and Lindor. But if you're back to breaking, Josh, you should make this your home. Forget all the other guys you break with. Other than the 225 breakers, guy, he's pretty cool. He does a lot of football and basketball. I don't do that much football and basketball. Everybody else, fuck them. We have Colton Cowser, Jordan Lawler, Christopher Morel, and PCA. I can't think of what his name is right now. We have Nolan Ryan, Clayton Kershaw, Ronnie Mauricio, and Andrew McCutchen. My problem with Kenny, and it's the fact that he doesn't read defenses very well. And I don't know if you can fix that. And I don't know if it's because what's-his-name broke him or if it's just he can't read defenses. I don't know if Matt Canada broke him and that's why he can't read defenses, but he makes terrible reads. Jerry, that's it. Yeah, Jerry. I was going to say Jerry Ecker. Anyway, we have Seth Lugo on the bronze, Matt Olson on the black. The bronze American League leaders, Bassett was the leader, so that's where the card goes. We have Colossus on the green foil. Ellie De La Cruz on the blueprint. Yuri Perez on the bronze. We got a second. We had two black borders this break, but this one is a variation black border, so it's out of 299 instead of 73 on the Robert. Wells on the bronze. Arrays on the blue, Gore on the red foil, Naylor on the green foil. We have Bryce Elder on the Braves logo. We're going to have three bronzes in a row, the Braves, Kirilloff, and Brendan Rodgers. Then we have Joey Votto times 2 out of the foil, or out of the silver packs, the blue and the green. Into the memorabilia here, we're going to have the Major League Material Yelich, postseason Perdomo, Major League Material India. We have Jose Altuve, Home Sweet Home. We have Cal Ripken Jr. on the bat memorabilia. Shane McClanahan Major League Material. 1989 variation. Riley Green Major League Material Bogarts and the City Connect Bogarts. We have Wilson Contreras in the Major League Material. Cabrera on the 1989 memorabilia, and another postseason Zach Wheeler on the memorabilia there. Getting into the autographs, we did get 7 of them because we got a bonus out of the silver packs. It's always nice to see. We have Brian Wu. Give me 2 claps. I was going to say for the Mariners, we have Owen White for the Rangers. Gray Kessinger. For the Astros, Jose Tena. For the Guardians, we have Jordan Westberg on the Mojo out of the silver pack. Nick Gonzalez out of 50 on the gold. Then the out of 50 Matos for the Giants on the baseball stars. I appreciate y'all as always. We will run the triple case here in a second. Give me like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes to set it up. I'm gonna take all 3 of the cases to start that one and open them all up and just have the boxes in the background while we rip it. I just want to clean up the space next to me and everything because there's going to be a lot more trash. I'm going to run the triple now as well. Sorry for the late runs. Like I said, I PT on Thursdays from, normally it starts at 7, but sometimes it starts a little bit late. Like today I was there till 8:30. And then normally I got to eat dinner afterwards. And it was just a lot. So Thursdays is always pretty terrible when it comes to just starting early. But yeah, hope to see you guys there. Josh, we can talk more about football and the Steelers and stuff when we get there. But I'll see you guys then. That way I can get set up. Everybody that hit, congratulations. Everybody that didn't, hopefully better luck next time. If you're new to the break group, I hope to see you around more. I promise you, and I'm sure some of the guys can attest that this is probably a top 3 break group on Facebook that breaks exclusively on Facebook. Obviously, I do stuff on YouTube too in the sense of like I push the break there. But I promise you're not going to find somebody that's consistently a good person and will answer your questions better than me. You might find another group or two that does as good as I do, but I think that's probably where I excel at. So especially if you're new to the hobby or new to breaks or whatever else, I'm pretty good at explaining and trying to get you involved and answering your questions. You're going to get a lot of groups where you're not going to get that back because they're just money factories. It's the best way I can explain it. They only care about your money. They don't care about you. But you guys have a good night. Be safe if I don't see you back here in about 10 minutes or so for the triple case. See you guys in a little bit.